Good morning.
Hey guys.
Here we are. We got our caramel kids with us today.
Yeah, welcome to Cooking with Caramel. We're glad you joined us. We're gonna get ready for some Christmas cheesecake, some peppermint bark cheesecake, and today we've got the kids actually making it. So I'm gonna walk through the process of how to make it, and Madeline and Malia and Addison's gonna pop in here. They're all gonna put it together, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with the kids in the kitchen today.
Yay!
So,
and if anybody is not signed up for Stephanie's weekly recipes, you can do that off of our website. It's really easy to find. You just go to our website, caramelkitchen.com, and you can sign up, and you'll get an email every Monday of Stephanie's weekly recipe, and then we go over it on Tuesday live on Cooking with Caramel.
And here we are. And for those of you who got the email yesterday, I did get some notifications back from somebody. Thank you so much. The recipe is wrong, and I swear I overlook these things like 3 times before I send them out. It says you need 16 ounces of cheesecake. No, you actually need 16 ounces of cream cheese to make the cheesecake. So if you got your email, yes, it's cream cheese, not cheesecake, but the recipe is correct on our website. So if you go to the website, you will find the correct recipe there.
Yes.
So,
and I do have that link in the description of this video as well.
Yes. So perfect. Okay. So you want to jump in and get started? So what we have here is we have 30 Oreos. And Madeline's going to put them in the food processor.
So it's about to get loud.
It's going to get loud for a few minutes, so she's going to chop those all up. And then we'll get them into fine crumbs. That's going to be the crust of our cheesecake.
Yum.
Let's turn it on. Yep, so on high.
I will go over say thank you to everybody that ordered Caramel Kitchen for gifts for your loved ones. We appreciate you guys so much.
Looks good.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah. Pour it in the bowl here.
Oh, no, there's still some.
There's still some chunks in there. That happens to me sometimes.
Is
So,
there like a spatula or something?
yeah, there's that.
Yay. Make sure that you have everybody that you gifted caramel to leave reviews on our website so that they have an opportunity to leave or to win some more caramel next week. Later, we will be doing a drawing for the giveaway for the gift box that Stephanie set up. Somebody that needs something sweet in their life.
Yeah, and if you are local, there is still time to get those last-minute stocking stuffers before Christmas. We have our store in the Silver Lake Mall open. If we're not there for any reason, we do have the honor system on our counter where you can go and get product and leave your payment in the drop box on the wall or call and we can do credit card over the phone. So there is time to get those stockings stuffed.
Yep, absolutely. Our front counter is, we've got all of our gift boxes up there. We've got our bottles and our jars. So if you need a last minute gift, make sure you stop on in.
All right, so this is just about done. I say that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good enough. You know, who doesn't mind a big chunk of Oreo anyway?
Right.
So if you want to take that out and dump the crumbs into our bowl here, then we'll add 4 ounces of melted butter to our Oreo crumbs.
Yeah.
And you can use a spatula or fork to get those out.
Yay.
Maria, do you want to help me incorporate the butter?
Speaking of gifts and stuff, I have been checking the shipping progress of all of the orders that went out late last week, and they are all on their way. And I noticed that a lot of them that came in on Thursday have already been delivered, and then the orders that came on Friday are still on their way. But I've been checking every day just to make sure that they're getting there, and they are definitely getting there. So.
Yep. Okay, so pour in the 4 ounces of melted butter, and Malia, you want to just stir those in. You want to just make sure that all of the crumbs are nice and moist, so they kind of stick together. Good job.
I'm really excited for this peppermint bark cheesecake too. I'm gonna take one to Christmas at my family's house.
Yeah, it's it's nice and creamy. I said it's like eating a creamy piece of peppermint bark. Because
Yeah.
you've got the nice rich chocolate, not just the Oreo crust, but then our chocolate caramel sauce on top, and then just the batter that's gooey and
Yeah,
creamy.
I'm a huge cheesecake fan, so
am too.
this is like definitely right down my
No.
lane. Yeah.
That's okay. Okay, so once they're all mixed together, we're going to pour them into our spring form pan, and then we're going to press it down to make a
Nice crust.
nice firm crust all the way around. And
Good job, girls. You're doing great.
sometimes I like to use a measuring cup to help tap it down and then get it in along the edges of the side of the pan.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Tap it down, and then it's not getting all over your fingers. So we'll do that, and then we'll throw that in the oven. It's gonna bake for about 10 minutes. I have my oven set at 350 degrees, and we're gonna bake it for about 10-12 minutes, depending on how your oven cooks. We're gonna take it out. It needs to cool completely, and then we'll add the filling to it. So usually by the time you're done making your filling, your crust is usually ready to fill.
Perfect. And for everybody that did buy gifts, you can, make sure that you tell everybody that the separation, if it happens, is a natural occurrence because we don't use any preservatives in our products. Some flavors do separate more than others. It just depends, which one it is, but it is natural. It happens because we don't use any preservatives, and their caramel is still just as good as the day that it was made. So make sure that everybody knows that.
Absolutely.
And they also, every order comes with a what to put it on card, so they'll know what to do with it whenever they get it. Even though eating it off the spoon is definitely a popular way of eating it, but we also have tons of ideas, and all of these recipes that we do on here on our website. Obviously, weekly recipes are being posted every week, so I know that I'm also going to be making some candied bacon with the chipotle caramel, and I'm going to wrap the jalapenos in cream cheese, and that recipe is on our website. I'm going to be taking that to Christmas with me as well.
We'll set that aside for now. Okay, so now we are ready to actually whip our cheesecake filling together in the mixer. And I use the paddle attachment. If you just have a hand mixer, just make sure you have a pretty large bowl so that when you start mixing up the cream cheese, it kind of has a tendency to splatter. At least it does on me. I end up getting more on me than in the bowl. But in here is going to go 2 bricks of softened cream cheese. Not cheesecake, cream cheese.
Hi, Case. I just saw that my nephew's watching. Hi, Case. Your cousin's watching, Maria.
She's like, I can't see. You can see me, but I can't see them.
The wedding?
Okay, so we're gonna just beat this until it's nice and light and creamy. Just a couple minutes.
Yeah.
See how it just softens right up.
Yeah.
And then 1 egg at a time. And then in the bowl, you turn it down just a little bit while you're putting the eggs in. We're going to add 3 eggs, and we're going to just do them one at a time so they have each egg has a chance to incorporate. Oh, just pop that right in there.
That was an accident.
Yep. We love kids in the kitchen. At the end of the day, we are going to have a cheesecake.
Yep.
You want to wipe your hands off?
That's what I love about the lives is that we always have fun stuff like this happening.
You want me to help you with that one? You got it? Okay. Watch your fingers. There we go. Yep. Don't get your fingers in there. Put it right back in that bowl. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Good job. I'm gonna just fish out that one little piece of shell. This cream cheesecake is meant to be creamy. There we go. Other than that, that was awesome. Okay.
So I'm going to talk about shelf life with you guys. We do recommend that the caramel is eaten within 6 months of opening and that you store it in a cool, dark place. It can be stored in the fridge, but it is not required to be cooled, just as long as it's not directly in the sun.
Okay, so once my eggs are in there, we're gonna just let this continue to fully incorporate. Then, and get some of those, the lumpy, I scrape down, I scrape down the sides of my bowl a couple times during the process of putting my eggs in, because it tends to stick to the sides, and that way all of the eggs are fully incorporated in with the cream cheese.
And if any of you are retailers and you are interested in carrying our product, you can apply to be a distributor right on our homepage of our website at caramelkitchen.com. If you look right below the slideshow, there's going to be 3 little buttons, and the last one says become a distributor/wholesaler, and you can just click on that button, fill out the application, and most of the time, if you're a real distributor, we approve it right away. So.
Yeah, we've had quite a few new stores come online,
yes,
so we have those updated on our website so that if you are looking for an area near you where you live, you can go to our store locator on the website and you can see which stores in your area carry our product. And if you have a store in your area that you like to shop at that you think needs to have our products, we would love for you to give us a shout out and say, hey, will you contact them?
Yeah, and we will definitely do that. Yeah. And see if we can get in there.
Okay, so in with the batter now, Malia's gonna pour in 3/4 cup of sugar. Perfect, okay. And 2 teaspoons of flour. And dump that in there too. Get the bowl. Perfect. Okay, and we're gonna mix that all together. And then she's going to pour in 1.5 teaspoons of peppermint extract. And that's what's going to give it a really nice minty flavor. Yum! Yeah, smells good.
I know, I was going to say, it already smells delicious.
Yes.
They're the best job in the world.
Okay, so this is the, while this is running on slow, I've already pre-melted 6 ounces of white chocolate. And we're going to just slowly pour, and I've let it cool to about room temperature because you don't want it to go in too hot when this mixture is cold because then the chocolate will seize. So you want this to be about room temperature, and we're going to pour it in slowly so that it has a chance to fully incorporate and not. So if you want to help her so it just kind of goes into the slow stream there. Yeah, good job, girls. Yeah.
We also offer corporate prices for any corporations that are wanting to gift their employees. I realize that Christmas is about over, but if you're giving away New Year's presents, or if you've just got an anniversary coming up that you want to say thank you to your employees, you can reach out to us and we can help you out with that as well. You can reach us off of our website. It's got our contact information, and it'll get forwarded to somebody and we'll get a hold of you. And as always, we are giving away caramel for reviews. So if you have not left us a review on our website for your favorites, make sure you go and do that so that you can get entered into next week's drawing. This week we are going to be giving away this mixed gift box. Somebody who needs some sweetness going into 2021.
Okay, so we're just about done with that, and the last part of the cheesecake is, I'll show you here, is just chopped up candy cane pieces. So our candy, just the peppermint candies. This year, normally I take my rolling pin and a baggie, and I'm smacking the heck out of the candy canes, and then I'm left with a bunch of powder and then some chunks. This year, oh, so excited.
Oh wow.
Home Goods had this huge bag of already perfectly chopped up candy cane pieces, and I was like, My holidays just got a little better.
Yep.
I was super excited. So as you can tell, we've been using a lot of them. This is what we've sprinkled on the little chocolate spoons.
Yep.
So I think that I'm never gonna go without these again because they're perfect for like our cocoa bar too that we like to do in the winter. So super excited about that. So I don't know, like TJ Maxx sometimes carries that stuff, but I found that at our local home goods store. So I was yay excited. Okay, so I have a half of a cup of those peppermint candy sprinkles that are gonna go in the batter. Mix you right in there. And I just happen to have a crust already cooked and cooled that once this is all incorporated, we're gonna pour into our, and you can see that how the crust comes out. I don't know if you can tell because the pan is dark, but it's, depending on what size pan you have, this one's a little bit larger than the one I used before. I think this is a 10-inch. The one I used before is a 9-inch. So the crust comes up a little bit higher on my 9-inch than it does on the 10-inch, but it's the same amount of goodness in there. So yeah, it'll all work. Hooray. And I'm just gonna incorporate these just until they're mixed in. I'm not gonna over mix the candy canes. Otherwise it's gonna turn your batter completely pink. So we want it to be a little bit white and just have the little flecks of red pop out.
Yes. Perfect. And if you are new to Caramel Kitchen, I invite you guys to like our page and of course follow our lives. And if anybody misses any of our lives ever, you can always find them on our YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to that.
Okay, so I'll take that from you. And if you want to pour that batter into the pan, move this out of the way.
Yeah, and it smells so good.
Move this out of the way.
What do you think?
Good.
Yeah?
It smells good. Alright, look at that.
Yep, looks great.
Okay, so when I go to cook the cheesecake, I actually lower the temperature of my oven to 325 degrees. And I'm going to bake this for about 40 to 45 minutes, just depending on how your oven cooks things. You want it to be kind of more solid on the edges, but still slightly jiggly in the middle when you take it out. So I'm gonna put that in the oven right now.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna have Malia do the drawing for the winner of this week's giveaway.
This drawing was for the people who, did you tell them that this is for the people who nominated?
Yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes.
I
I did,
do
yep.
that part.
I did
Okay,
tell them,
perfect.
yes, this is for who needs something sweet in their life. Get one, just one, okay?
Actually,
Huh? 3?
yeah,
3 gift boxes?
three, yeah.
Oh wow, 3 gift boxes.
We're at 3 winners today. Got one.
Jeff and Tony Anderson.
That's the first winner.
Yeah. Okay,
Hey.
so we got 2 more. Where is that? I don't know how to say the last name.
Adam Paredes.
Yeah, Paredes. Adam Paredes. Sorry, people.
Yeah.
Unless it's Alan Hunter
Yeah.
Johnson, I'm at a loss.
Yep. And Cindy Wilkinson.
Awesome.
Yay.
Thank you guys
Yes.
for nominating your friends and your family and everyone you thought could use a little sweetness to start off their 2021. I think we're all ready for it.
Yeah, so we got Jeff and Tony Anderson, Adam Paredes, and Cindy Wilkinson. Congratulations, you guys.
Okay, so the last part, we already have a cheesecake done and cooled. So before you start adding the topping to your cheesecake, you're gonna want to let it cool to room temperature and chill for about an hour or 2 so it's kind of nice and cold. So we're gonna release it from, I did it already. We're gonna release it from this spring form pan. Voila, let me put that over there so they can see. There you go. in front of you.
Need to take it off the base.
Yeah. So, use that. Yep, there you go. Yeah, see, it just kind of slides right off there. There you go.
Wow, good job.
Transfers right onto your serving platter. And then, there you go. You want to put that in the center there so they can see what it looks like. There's the cheesecake. And then from here, we're going to pour on, and I'm probably just, which one's the fullest? This one. Okay. You know how many. We're going to put a whole layer of our chocolate caramel sauce. We're going to completely just fill in where the cheesecake kind of indents in the middle. We're gonna just, and actually you just take the cap off and just pour the whole thing. Oop, there you go. Just squeeze it in there, and then I like just to take my little offset spatula and smooth it out.
Squeeze.
And again, you can find us, if you are local, you can go and buy some chocolate caramel at our shop. It's located in the Silver Lake Mall. Even if nobody's there, you can still buy from us.
Yep, we do. We have that crazy honor system.
Yeah,
that
people are so,
like, what?
yeah, they are. People are just so blown away. Like, how do you know people aren't stealing from you?
Well,
Well,
just use the last of this too, and I'll open up this other one if we need to.
Start squeezing this one, Malia.
good job, girls. Chocolate caramel is also my children's favorite caramel.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah, it tastes like brownie batter. If you've never had
That's
it before.
pretty good. We have a brandy bottle right here, kiddo. You got all that out
Just
there.
kind of little.
Good, I know, but we'll save that for your spoon.
Yeah.
Gotta have some in the bottle left to squeeze on your spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so why don't you take your little spatula and then you can smooth that out, and then if you need to add some more, we can do that in a minute. You want to let Madeline smooth it out, and then you can add on the chocolate pieces. How does that sound, Malia? That way
Yeah.
she can get in there and smooth it all out.
Wow, it looks so good. I don't know if it's gonna make it till Christmas.
I have a smaller one too, if that might be more helpful.
Yeah, this one's pretty big.
That one's pretty big. Yeah, here we go. This one might help you get it in close to the surface there, or close to the edges. Perfect.
Good job, girls. Looks great.
See, and this is, I mean, who thought you could have your kids help you make a cheesecake?
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
There's always seems to be so intimidating.
Yeah.
And what I like about this recipe is that you don't need to fuss with like a water bath. You don't have to cook it in a water bath like a lot of cheesecakes do. Because it's okay if it cracks a little bit on top, because you're going to be
fill it.
completely covering it with our that chocolate caramel, so you don't even notice any of the imperfections.
Yeah.
Okay, so that looks pretty darn
Yeah,
tasty.
it does. Looks delicious, I will say.
Yeah, I know. So what we're going to do here, Millie, I'll show you. So I have these, and I think this is just a kind of a fun way to decorate the cake to finish it off. These are those little Lindor truffles. These are their white chocolate, yep, there you go, white chocolate peppermint ones.
Yay.
And I kind of space them out evenly around the whole thing. And then I went ahead and made some actual peppermint bark. And then I just kind of tuck a piece in between each ball. So every other one, and it just kind of makes it a little fancier.
Not so close, babe.
You can pull it closer to her, and you can spin it as you go, so you can see what you're doing there.
There you
Perfect.
go. Yum.
So once again, I would just like to say thank you so much for just supporting us all year long. It's been a crazy year. We haven't had a chance to do our normal course of business like we normally do, getting out to do all of our shows, but you guys have really stepped up and helped keep us going.
Yes.
And we've just been really blessed and honored that you would choose us. And I just really hope that all of you that bought Christmas gifts, that everyone you give it to just knows how much that we loved putting it in the bottle for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm blown away by something that was a hobby turned into a business that people actually support and buy and like and share. So it still amazes me today that this is what we do for a living.
Right? I agree. I know, like, sometimes whenever people, ask me, like, what do you do? I'm like, well, I'm a caramel Jedi.
Right?
What does that mean? So I'm like,
I always tell people it wasn't one of those options when you're like in high school, like, what do you want to do?
Right.
Like, what do you want to go to school for?
Right.
Like, making caramel wasn't one of the boxes I could check.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's kind of,
but we are just so grateful for all of you guys. And for anybody that is local or in the Spokane area, I will be at the pavilion down at the Riverfront Park on the 30th. So next week I will be down there with a booth and selling some caramel, and I think it's in the convention center, but we will be there, and we'll also be there another Wednesday in January. I'm not quite sure of the date yet, but
perfect.
Next week we'll be there.
Perfect to get your caramel for New Year's.
Yes,
absolutely.
Next week, on next week's live, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of appetizers and a few drinks. If you are able to celebrate with some friends or family the new year, that everyone is looking forward to coming, and so that's what we'll do, so you can get your caramel and make some yummy, tasty appetizers at home to bring in the new year.
Yes, yay!
So, and this is what the cheesecake looks like, all finished, if you want to show that to everyone. Don't let it fall off the plate. We've had that happen a time or two. We're going to keep the cheesecake on the platter.
Yeah.
And I don't know, should I cut into it or should I just leave it and let you guys take it? Well, I should leave it and let you guys take it home.
Yeah.
The picture is on the website of what the inside looks like. I think that
it's also on our Facebook page.
There you go.
Yeah, we just want to wish everybody a happy Merry Christmas. Thank you guys so much for everything that you've done for us, and from us to you, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Yeah. Don't forget to leave those reviews. Getting that drawing next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah.